What's up, everyone? My name is Justin, and I'm here today to explain to you how the PgMP exam is scored through PMI. And I'll include links in the description of where to obtain the documents that I'm looking at. This first one is from the PgMP handbook from the PMI website. And you can see here that there are 170 questions in the exam, and you have 4 hours to complete those. So that roughly equates to 1 minute and 24 seconds per question. 20 of those questions won't be scored, but you won't know what those are, and so you just have to answer everything and not worry about that. Within those 170 questions, I'm jumping over to the PgMP exam content outline, which was recently updated in 2024. So you can see the different categories that the questions fall into. Category or domains 1, 3, 4, and 5, you'll see roughly the same amount of questions from those categories. But then program lifecycle management makes up almost half the exam. So if you don't have a good understanding of that domain, you definitely won't pass the exam. Now I'm going to pull up my exam results from PMI when I took the PgMP in 2023. And there are things that you can understand looking at these exam results that aren't 100% explained in the exam content outline or in the handbook. So I'll try to go through those. You can see right here that this is a little pie chart of my performance in each domain. These names are a little bit different just because the updates in 2024 had some slight changes to the terminology. So keep that in mind as you look at this. When I scroll down, there's domain performance, and then you can see it says, it is highly recommended that you review the exam content outline to understand the percentage of questions that can be expected in each domain. So that's referring to this. And what's interesting is these tasks, you can see there's a little question mark. It brings up the one sentence definition. These tasks aren't explicitly mentioned in the standard for program management 5th edition. So the standard for program management is the handbook similar to the PMBOK, but the PMBOK for the PgMP, if you will. And when you go through it, I have it here in my hand. I just have a physical copy. Otherwise, I would pull it up. It has explanations for all of the domains. It talks about the life cycle. It has key, deliverables, inputs, outputs, etc. But this term of a domain task does not appear in the booklet. So I'm not sure why that is, but all of that to say, it's good to have an understanding of which tasks fall into which domain, because when you get to the exam, you can see here, you'll be rated on your performance based on how those questions tie back to a task. So this first one, which seems like I definitely should have studied more on that, I scored low because each time there was a question related to this task, I got it wrong. Then you can see other ones where I had more of a stronger understanding and scored better. All of that rolls up into another view right here, which shows your aggregate score and whether you fell into target or above target. And again, all of this is generated from your performance by domain. So that's it in a nutshell. 170 questions, 4 hours, 5 domains, with the majority of the questions coming from the program lifecycle. And in other videos, I'll talk more about application tips, as I mentioned, PgMP demand, pros and cons. So make sure you check out the other videos on the channel. And thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it.